Welcome to the very first Erlanger-Elsmere Independent and Lloyd Memorial High School virtual graduation ceremony. This is a celebration of all of the 2020 graduating seniors in our school district and all they have accomplished. The class of 2020 will always be a very special class to us. Their senior year will be remembered quite differently than any graduating class before them and any graduating class that follows them. Through it all, our seniors have exhibited tremendous amounts of perseverance, flexibility, and dedication to completing their graduation requirements. We appreciate the partnership of the parents and guardians of our seniors and the support you have provided to them and to our school district. Thank you for sharing your student with us and entrusting us with their education and well-being. The last mile of their journey to graduation has included some unexpected and unprecedented twists and turns, but they have succeeded. They can and should be proud of their numerous and wonderful achievements throughout their school careers. Congratulations to our class of 2020. You deserve our praises and recognition. You have excelled. You have succeeded. Be proud of you. There are many opportunities that await you. We are extremely proud of you and all you have accomplished, and we wish you the very best that life has to offer. Thank you.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what time you're watching this. This is not the ending that we saw for our senior year. For the class of 2020, we've always been the class that pushes boundaries of what is possible. That's what made us successful as a class and will continue to make us successful as individuals. My time at Lloyd has shown me how to make friends and grow bonds that can't be broken, like our resurgence of our Lloyd student section that was dearly missed for many, many years. Now let me introduce a boy that I grew up with for 4 years at Lloyd Memorial High School. We've become great friends. I wouldn't want to spend my time here with anybody else. Now we have both great men, and this one's for you. Introducing Hunter Belleville. This throw's for you, buddy.
Thank you, Riley, for introducing me. Thank you for the toilet paper. Graduates, family members, and staff, it is an honor for me to be a part and speak at this celebration, the 2020 graduation ceremony at Lloyd Memorial High School. These seniors, along with myself, are the graduating class of 2020. All these years of school and hard work have seemed like forever, but it has paid off for us to graduate the MC of this decade. Through recent events, I can truly say the class of 2020 has had a special senior year, and that we are certainly a one-of-a-kind graduating class. Although it may seem like things will never fully restore to the way they once were, we will soon look back on the days like these and wonder why we even worried, as we are in a time where technology is very advanced and becoming more revolutionary each day. And who knows, maybe someone from this graduating class will find a cure to save the world from this pandemic. I can confidently say the last 4 years at Lloyd Memorial High School have been great, and that choosing to enroll here in August 2016 will turn out to be one of the best decisions I would ever make, as this entire class has stuck together and defended each other like no other. I have made many great memories with my class, and almost every day a new one was made. Any of the AP students will remember that every day in Mr. Sweezy's class was a great day, as he was undoubtedly the most fun and effective teacher I have ever had. Lloyd has had a trend of having great AP English teachers, as I was lucky enough to be in Miss Lloyd's class my sophomore year. Miss Lloyd was always finding fun ways to get students involved in the activities, and I could not find a senior who has had her that has said anything negative to say, as we all can agree that Miss Lloyd's class was great, whether we had her for AP or just regular English. I'm sure we all have a memory from one of Miss Lawson's classes, my personal favorite being her psychology class. I also cannot remember a normal period in Mr. Hacker's gym class, as every day we were doing something different and completely unrelated to curriculum. At the beginning of our senior year, just a few students set out to make the best student section at Lloyd home football and basketball games one of the best in the area, and we all accomplished that together, even beating some student sections at their own schools. One of my favorite memories from this was going to Dixie Heights and having our student section nearly double theirs at their own school, all because a few seniors were passionate enough about this to make it work with the entire school. There's a special chapter in my senior year that was mainly about myself and my fellow class officers, as I owe a huge portion of the highlights of my senior year to them, as we spent countless hours becoming much closer friends while planning many of Lloyd's activities and events, such as our school dances and parties. We were first a little shocked when we realized we had to plan homecoming, but we knew that if we worked together we could make something enjoyable for all of our fellow students. But our main goal was to make sure that our senior class had an enjoyable year, as we planned a very fun Halloween party and senior dance at Lloyd for them as well. Countless hours of my senior year have been spent alongside my class officers, and I will cherish every single hour for as long as I can. And the only way that I can say that we failed is if we don't stay in touch in this next chapter of our lives. Having the honor of being Lloyd's class president was one of the greatest parts of my senior year. I was given the opportunity to speak for my classmates so their voices could be heard. There were so many students I got the opportunity to get to know much better and truly understand how they felt about school. There was so much more I could say, but if I included all these memories, this speech would become an essay. We have walked these halls for 4 years, spent countless hours working hard in these classrooms, and have made friendships that will last a lifetime. So to everyone listening, let us see today as a celebration, as today marks a new chapter in your life story. Thank you all.
Listen to the silent whispers, voices that have gone before. They've kept the torch of knowledge burning, passed it on forevermore. May we be true to those before, and may we keep the flame alive. We'll carry on the legacy and proudly honor Lloyd High.
On behalf of the Erlanger-Elsmere Board of Education, it is a pleasure for me to present the Lloyd Medal. The medal was first awarded in 1930. This year's winner will be the 90th student to receive the award. The Lloyd Medal is the highest award in the school district. It was first provided by a trust fund established by John Uri Lloyd, for whom the school is named. Mr. Lloyd was a noted author and scientist and was a strong believer in educational achievement. The Lloyd Medal is presented under 3 conditions. This year, the medal is presented under the following condition: to a student within the graduating class who excels in an exceptional manner in any one subject, line of study, or level of commitment and dedication as a student. The 2020 graduating senior recipient of the Lloyd Medal is a student who has demonstrated a tremendous level of commitment as a student. She has achieved 13 years of perfect attendance. This student has also served as one of our student board members. I am honored to present the 2020 John Uri Lloyd Medal to Miss Carly Marie Evans. Congratulations, Carly. We wish you the very best.
Hi, my name is Annie Roberts. I'm the instructional coach here at Lloyd Memorial High School. It is my great honor to introduce to you your 2020 commencement speaker, Mr. Brian Sweezy. Mr. Sweezy began his teaching career here in 3rd Hall. This was his classroom, across the hall from Miss Jump at that time in what is now the preschool. He taught English, all grades, all levels, for 14 years, including classes in journalism, speech and drama, web design, and he even directed the school play, for a number of years. Mr. Sweezy being dramatic? What? No. He was a phenomenal teacher. In 2004, Mr. Sweezy moved out of the classroom and accepted the job of Chief Information Officer for the district, moving over here to the board office, where he oversaw technology and the network for the Erlanger-Elsmere schools for the next 13 years. Even in this role, he was still a teacher, helping those in the classroom to use technology to improve student learning for grades pre-K to 12. Finally, in his last year in the district as Chief Information Officer, Mr. Sweezy wanted to teach an English class one more time with one group of students. So your first year here at Lloyd was his last. And for those of you lucky enough to have him, you began freshman year, first period, right here in room 31. That probably seems like a long time ago, or maybe just yesterday. So as you go out into the world, here is one last lesson from someone who, no matter what the job title says, will always be a teacher. Here is Brian Sweezy with your non-traditional video commencement address.
Hello, I'm Brian Sweezy, and I am honored to have been asked to speak to the Lloyd High School class of 2020. I'm being completely serious when I say that of the 30 years I've been in education, this is probably the highest honor that I've ever had. That's how serious I'm taking this. I sincerely appreciate the offer. When I was asked to do this, my first thought was that I would go to Tishner Middle School, to the media lab there, and they have a TV production room they've set up, and that I would record a traditional speech there. But then it occurred to me that if I have to pre-record the speech, why not take advantage of the situation to do something a little different? So I'm filming here at my house. But as some of you know, my house is not like most people's houses. My wife is the curator of the world's only museum of ventriloquism. And in the backyard of our house are 4 buildings that house almost 1,000 ventriloquist dummies. So I'm going to go into one of these buildings. I have 5 pieces of advice that I want to give you today. We'll call this speech Advice from Dummies. And so we're going to go in and let the ventriloquist dummies help to give us this advice. If you've never been in Van Haven before, it can be a little intimidating to have so many faces looking at you. So the first thing I'll do is I'll just give you a moment to kind of look around and see what the place looks like. This is Van Haven. Maybe come over here and let you look over here. This is some of the dummies, just a handful of the dummies in the collection. I see a smiling monkey and a talking book and a talking trash can, talking traffic cone. That's a nice collection of dummies. And the first piece of advice that I want to give you today is, it might sound a little hokey, but I do sincerely mean it. That is to chase your dreams. If you have a dream, go for it. And to use an example that I want to use, instead of a single dummy, I want to actually give you an entire exhibit. This is Darcy Lynn's exhibit. Darcy, who you can see in this photo right here, Darcy was the winner of America's Got Talent in the summer of 2017, and she was only 12 years old. And I'm sure that when she talked about getting into ventriloquism, that people may have said to her, are you sure you want to do ventriloquism? Are you sure that's going to go anywhere? But it did go somewhere. She's been really successful with it. So you too should chase your dream. If you want to be a doctor, yeah, you may go and you may find that medical school is too hard and you can't handle it. You may want to be a musician, and you may find that you just can't do it. That it's not working to be a musician. But I'll tell you what, you may try and fail, but if you don't try, you're definitely going to fail. So go for it. If you have a dream, go for it. Life is long, and you can, if it doesn't work out, you can do something else. For my second piece of advice, I'm going to use as an example this dummy. This is Handbag Harry. At first glance, it looks like just a woman's handbag. But if I flip the handle down, it turns into a ventriloquist figure, complete with little dangling legs here. So what sage piece of advice am I giving, using Handbag Harry as an example for? Well, my second piece of advice is to be ready to change. Be prepared to change. Just like Handbag Harry changed from a handbag into ventriloquist figure, you too are going to have to be prepared in life to change. And the way you do that is by being a lifelong learner. You're going to go off to college, or you're going to go to trade school and get an apprenticeship, or you are going to go right into the workforce and get a job. Whichever one of those things that you do, You're going to get some training and you're going to do some learning. But it can't just stop there. You're going to have to learn your whole life because, like Handbag Harry, you're going to change. I taught some of you as freshmen. I taught some of you freshman English, but that year that I taught you, that wasn't my main job. I was the director of technology for the school district. And at the time, there were 4 of us in the department. And we were talking one day, having our weekly department meeting, and it occurred to us that though we were the 4 of us, the technology department for the Erlanger-Elsmere School District, none of us had technology degrees. There was an English major, a social work major, a geology major, and a journalism major. None of us were working in the field where we had gotten our college degrees. What we had done, what we had in common though, was that we had all continued to learn after we got out of college. And in college, we had learned how to learn. So you need to become a lifelong learner so that you'll be ready to change, because most people will not stay in the same career forever. My wife was a math teacher. She has degrees in math and education, and she runs a ventriloquism museum. I mean, it's change in careers is something that happens with most people, and you should be prepared for that. So that's my second piece of advice. Now, for point number 3, I thought I would do something non-controversial. I thought I'd talk politics. I'm being completely serious. I'm going to talk politics. Let's all just hold on to our hats in hopes that this works out, okay? I'm going to come over here and show you these ventriloquist figures. These figures, see if I can get myself in the picture. Hi. These figures are basically the presidents of my lifetime minus the last 2, President Obama and President Trump. We've got Nixon all the way over to the second President Bush. And I wanted to talk about politics for a minute because things aren't good right now in this country as far as our attitudes toward one another. For the last 10 years or so, and really, that's all that, that's 10 years is all the time you guys have had to really be aware of politics. But for the last 10 years, we've had a problem where people don't just look at people on the other side as having different ideas about how the country should go, but they look at people on the other side as being evil, bad, and they hate the people on the other side. It seems like as Americans we hate half of the country. Everybody seems to hate half of the country. I wanted to show you these guys because I wanted to say it hasn't always been like this. Maybe, during Nixon's time things weren't great, but for most of the rest of this time, now don't get me wrong, people have always thought that the people on the other side were wrong, but they haven't thought that they were evil. It hasn't always been like this. And I don't want you guys to become jaded and cynical. It can be different, and you can be part of what helps to make it different. So I guess this point is, don't be cynical or jaded about the world. It's not always going to be like this. For my 4th piece of advice, I wanted to show you this figure. This is Cecil Wigglenose, and Cecil's a pretty cool figure. Not just because he has on a really cool tuxedo. Cecil is cool because he can do so many different things. He can stick his tongue out. He can wiggle his ears. He can sniff with his nose. He can cross his eyes. He can blink. He can move his eyes left and right, and he can do all kinds of things. But my favorite thing that he can do, only happens if someone frightens him. So I need somebody out there watching this video to say boo. And it's a pre-recorded video, so I need you to say it really loud. I don't hear anything. Oh, there it is. We heard you that time. I heard somebody out there shout it. He has what we call a fright wig. He can become afraid. And why am I showing you a dummy that can become afraid? Because it's cute, but also because I wanted to say this, that it's okay if you are afraid right now a little bit. You may not want to admit it, but everybody who graduates high school is afraid. You're making one of the largest changes to your life that you're ever going to make. In a normal year, it's scary to graduate high school and go on to whatever it is you're going to do next. In 2020, with the world as weird as it is right now, it's even scarier. It's okay if you're afraid. I guarantee you that in the next 12 years, not 12 years, in the next 12 months, that you are going to find yourself stressed out and anxious and overwhelmed, and 4 words are going to come into your head. I can't do this. And when those 4 words, quit looking at me. Quit it. Look over that way. Yeah. When the 4 words come into your head, you'll be afraid and you'll want to quit. And I'm telling you that what you need to do is push through that and do it anyway. I heard a podcast the other day, and somebody brought up an idea that I'd never heard of before. That there's a huge difference usually between pretending to be something and actually being something. I mean, you want a real surgeon to operate on you and not someone pretending to be a surgeon. But one place where it doesn't matter is in having courage or pretending to have courage. They're the same thing. They're the same thing. Because courage isn't doing something and not being afraid. Courage is being afraid and doing something anyway. So my advice, my encouragement here is that in the next 12 months, when that moment comes and you think to yourself, I can't do this, you can do it. Remember that everybody around you is feeling exactly the same way. Maybe not at exactly the same moment you are, but they're all feeling exactly the same way as you. And it's okay to be afraid. Feel that feeling, then push through it and do it anyway. It's what will separate a successful person from an unsuccessful person. So that's my 4th piece of advice. This is Professor IQ. And I wanted to end by showing him, because like you, he's got his mortarboard and he has his fancy gown on, and he's all dressed up and ready to go to graduation with no graduation to go to. I'm really sorry that this year has happened the way it's happened. No one could have predicted it. I guarantee you there is nobody who on December 31st of last year was asked, how do you think things are going to go in 2020? That is walking around this May going, nailed it. I nailed it. This is exactly what I said was going to happen. That isn't the case. No one predicted this. The future, though, what you have learned really well, I think, is an important point, that the future is always uncertain. The only thing that is certain is right now. And so, though you want to think about the future and you want to pay attention to the other 4 pieces of advice that I gave you, you also want to know that the only thing that really matters is now. The people here with you right now. What you're doing now. So pay attention to now whenever you can. That's my advice for what it's worth. Thank you again for offering for me to come and talk to you. It's been fun sharing this collection with you. If you ever get a chance to come to Van Haven Museum, who knows, I might be here. In fact, there's probably a good chance that I'll be here. And maybe I'll say hi to you. Take care of yourselves. Go out and have a great life. Not today. Today you need to stay home. But, when we're all allowed to go out, I hope you go out and have a good life. Thanks.
Congratulations to the following students to be recognized for graduating with academic honors. Summa cum laude, Catherine Murphy, Riley Key, Emily Traft. Magna cum laude, Mitchell Kirst, Morel Leone, Nicole Goldeson, Raylan Miles, Brendan Boyle, Jill Toll, Jose Nunez, Brianna Allreed. Cum laude, Jaden Glasscock, Carmela Jimenez, Jasmine Cortez Brush, Paige Hoffman, Rory Carr, Ashley Casrubius Rios, Nikki Deward, Deshanice Harris, Caitlin Smith, Max Mendez, Hunter Belleville, and Blake Williams.
Good evening. Students in this presentation have met all academic requirements set forth by the Erlanger-Elsmere Board of Education. Dr. Burkhart, members of the Board of Education, family and friends near and far, it is my pleasure to present to you the candidates for diplomas of the class of 2020.
Isaac Dean Abden, William Joseph Abner, Christ Unel Aguilar, Amy Aguilar, Keon Alexander, Brianna Danielle Allreed, Shalani Alvarez, Leslie Amazendez, Jonathan Alexander Anthony, James Ariano, Olivia T. Asher, Martha Silali Bahina, Christian Bradley Beach, Hunter Belleville, Shelby Lynn Bowers, Brendan David Boyle, William Joseph Earl Branch, Austin Michael Burnett, Gianni Raymond Karanji, Rory Elizabeth Carr, Ashley Casarubius Rios, Molly Catherine Christensen, Donovan James Clark, Jason Robert Kloss, Elena Lynn Cobb, Trayshawn Cody, Tavon Lee Coleman Ewell, Dylan Lee Compton, Janeza Nicole Cooper, Mark Thomas Cooper, Jasmine Ann Cortez Brush, Keyshawn D. Krim, Malcolm Mandela Cuthbertson, Destiny Marche Daniels, Denisha Lachey Daniels, Regina Nicole DeWard, Madeline Starr Dickens, Haley Jalen Donahue, Matthew Allen Duffman, Kyra Joe Earls, Joshua D. Ellman, Michaela Nicole Esparza, Carly Marie Evans, John James Ferguson, Ethan Chase Fields, Roberto Carlos Figueroa, Lillian Taylor Gabbard, Jaden Elizabeth Denise Glasscock, Nicole Dale Goldison, Cesar Ulysses Grajada, Noelle Jean Gregory, Kylie Elizabeth Hager, Marissa Rose Hall, Deanna Renee Harden, Seth Thomas Harden, Deshanice Monique Unique Harris, Brianna Marie Herbers, Paige Elizabeth Hoffman, Kyle Michael House, Jonathan Blake Hutchins, Abigail Isaacs, Robert Douglas Jackson, Holly Danielle Jeffrey, Austin Michael Jenkins, Carmela Venice Jimenez, Sabin Michael Johnson, Logan Carlos Jordan, Logan Hunter Jewett, Melissa Lorene Kearney, Lois Haley Keith, Skylar Nicole Kesson, Riley Stephen Key, Tristan James Kidd, Mitchell Patrick Kirst, Ryan Lewis Conkright, Eric Reese Cool, Jayla Charlena Luberdo Stowers, Morel Stanley Leone, Autumn Jade Love, Kylie Marie Lyles, Jonathan Paul Malott, Lee Manley, Jared Cole Marshall, Tyson Dallas Maynard, Daniel Lee McFarland, Maxwell Paul Magoo, Noah Ryan McLean, Maximiliano Ramirez Mendez, Landon Isaiah Miles, Raylan Nicole Miles, Olivia Brian Miller, Emmanuel Markel Mobley, Jordan Tamia Moore, Austin Robert Mosley, Catherine Elizabeth Murphy, Ethan Michael Musk, Peyton Barrett Newspickle, Jose Guadalupe Nunez, Vladimir Ochoa Martinez, Derek Martin Olding, Christian Alexander Pruitt, Hunter Scott Rimley, Dennis Rexax, Luis Guillermo Reyes, Hugh Norris Robbins, Hayden Walker Roberts, Sadie Rose Robinson, Jasmeli Rodriguez, Luis Joel Rodriguez Howe, Tyler Andrew Rader, Marissa Sasua, Lindsay Shank, Carly Nicole Shutter, Destiny Nicole Smith, Caitlin Olivia Smith, Miguel Angel Sumba, Tyler Reagan Zabo, Donovan Joseph Tackett, Dakota John Thiel, Jillian Nicole Toll, Emily Michelle Traft, Angel Marlene True, Logan Hayden Liam Turner, Joshua James Underwood, Diana Cruz Vargas, Gabriel Richard Vogelpool, Rowan Alex Walls, Alex Michael Watkins, Michaela Brianne White, Devin Wibbles, Timothy Blake Williams, Grayson Tyler Winans, Joshua William Worley, Justin Charles Yates.
Dr. Burkhart, members of the Board of Education, faculty, family, and friends near and far, I now present to you the graduates of the class of 2020. Graduates, wherever you are, take your cap and throw it high. Celebrate this moment and all your accomplishments. We are proud of what you've accomplished, and you should be proud of what you've accomplished during these uncertain times. Your future is so bright. We miss you, we love you, and want you to know we are so very, very proud of all you've done. To complete our ceremony tonight, we're going to have a final message from the Lloyd Memorial faculty. Messages of love and praise for all you've accomplished. Thank you.
Class of 2020. I remember going into your classes at the beginning of the school year, and I told you guys to wait. Just wait, because on graduation, you're going to see Miss Glass cry like a baby. And I apologize that that's not going to happen, the graduation as well as seeing Miss Glass cry like a baby, and I'm going to try my hardest to get through this message without crying. You guys are always going to be a class to remember, regardless of what happened over the past few months. There's something so unique about the class of 2020. And I think if somebody asked me what it was that made you unique, I would say, you guys get along so well. There never seemed to be any major issues with your class. You're very diverse, but you're also very accepting. And that is one thing that I will always love about you guys. Thanks for letting me be a part of your lives. Whether you came in to get a schedule change, or maybe you came in because you were wasting time before you had to go back to class. But I appreciate that you shared with me so much about your lives, your college, your career interests, your love interests, your family joys and pains. Thanks for letting me in. I believe in you guys, and I love each and every single one of you. And I want you to remember something that I tell all of my students, and that is I will be your school counselor for life. So whether or not you need to call me up in 5 months from now and you say, Miss Glass, I need your help, or maybe it's 5 years from now, you know where to find me. I'm going to leave you with one of my all-time favorite quotes from one of my all-time favorite shows. Andy Bernard from The Office was quoted saying something, and I think it means so much more after the situation that we have found ourselves in over the past few months. He said, I wish there was a way to know we were in the good old days before we actually left them. Class of 2020, I love you.
Hey seniors, you did it! Woo! Congratulations, you're graduated! I'm so proud of you. I wish nothing but the best for you and whatever it is that life has in store for you. Please stay in contact. We love you guys, we miss you guys. We are better because we have had the chance to be around you and to learn from you and to interact with you. We wish you nothing but the best.
My seniors, I already miss you so much. I just want you to know that I will always think back on our memories together and all the fun times we had. I wish that we could have more time, but things happen and it's okay. But just know that I love you very much and I'm proud of you.
It looks like it's the end of the line. I'm sorry that we can't assemble for our normal end of the year senior activities, but you guys have always been a unique class, so I guess this is as unique as it gets. I just want to let you guys know how proud I am of everything that you guys have accomplished over the last 4 years, as well as how proud I am to understand that you guys are going to accomplish so much more outside of Lloyd High School. I love you guys more than 3,000. Congratulations. Enjoy life after high school.
Hey, class of 2020, it's Stidham here. I'm so proud of you. You are the greatest class. Some of you I've known since you were kindergartners. Oh, some of you I've only known a few years, but I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. I want you to go make a splash in life. Are you ready? Make a splash, class of 2020.
I wish I could say this to you in person, and I hope I get to sooner than later, but I'm really, really proud of you guys, and I miss you.
Hello graduates, congratulations on your well-deserved success. I know things are different for you this year, but the achievements are still the same. You have worked really hard, you have learned and grown so much, and I am so proud of you. Prayers and blessings for you as you start the next chapter in your life.
Hello, graduating class, Lloyd Memorial High School 2020. This is Mr. Niederman. I'd like to start off by saying I hope you are well. I hope your family is well. Also, would like you to know that we miss you. I want to wish you congratulations. Encourage you to stop by and say hi at some point. If you ever need anything, please let us know.
My beloved seniors, I am so proud of you. You have persevered through some of the strangest and heaviest circumstances over the last 4 years to graduate and be victorious. I have seen you come leaps and bounds from where you started, both with maturity, with English, with academics, and I am so proud. I love you, and I hope to see you in person soon.
Hi, class of 2020. Congratulations on your graduation. I want you to know how proud I am of each and every one of you. Whether I taught you directly or just saw you in the hallway, it's been a pleasure to be at Lloyd along with you these last several years. And while things are a little strange right now, they will get better and you will be able to have the appropriate type of celebration that you deserve. Again, congratulations and best of luck.
Hello, graduating senior class of 2020. I know that right now some of you feel excited and some of you are probably nervous. Some of you are kind of disappointed in what this semester looked like, but I just want to say that just because you don't have a normal graduation this year doesn't take away from the fact that you are graduating high school. So congratulations, yay, be happy about that and make sure you celebrate. But what I also want to tell you is that this is a great example of how things go in life. While this pandemic is rather strange and hopefully is just a once-in-a-lifetime thing, you are going to face problems and setbacks and you're going to face hard times. And it doesn't matter how smart you are or how hard you work or who you know, everybody has hard times and bad times. But the difference is what you choose to do with it. And so you get to choose how you respond to things like this. And so your life is in your hands. It does not matter who you know or how smart you are. It's really about how you respond to challenges that face you. So I hope that you know that we believe in you, that we have your backs, and that we know that the class of 2020 is going to do amazing things. So congratulations, and you know that you can always count on us if you ever need anything. Bye, guys.
Juggernauts. I just want to send a special shout out to the class of 2020 and remind all of you that you are incredible, incredible, each and every one of you. I believe that each of you have the qualities of a Gryffindor. You're courageous, brave, loyal, risk-takers, and you're chivalrous. Just like the Ravenclaw, you're witty, wise, kind, creative, intelligent. The qualities of the Slytherin, resourceful, cunning, determined, ambitious, and leaders. And finally, the Hufflepuff. You are just, loyal, hardworking, patient, and sociable. We started this year off together, and unfortunately, we ended it together yet apart. I wish I could have said my goodbyes in person, but I want to wish all of you the very best. I also want to leave with you this one last thought. At the beginning of the year, we talked about choices, and that we all have choices to make. And from here on out in your life, you will have a lot of choices to make. But know that I and we here at Lloyd Memorial have the utmost confidence in you, and we know that you will all be incredible. Best of luck, Juggernauts.
Seniors, congratulations. We are so proud of you. Mr. Stoltz and I both are. I thought it would be fun to go down memory lane and look at pictures of when you guys were in 8th and 9th grade. Really because you have given us so much joy in the last few years, just getting to know you and building relationships with you, but also because sometimes looking back gives you confidence to face things that you're not sure about in the future. And you have accomplished a lot, and you have moved leaps and bounds from where you were just in these few years in these pictures. I'm so proud of you. We can't wait to see where you go to next. Please know that you are precious. Please know that you're loved, and that you're important, and that people are cheering for you. We'll be praying for you, and if you need anything, you know where to find us. Love you guys.
Class of 2020, congratulations. I'm so proud of you guys, and I am so sorry that this is the way that we have to say goodbye. I have known most of you since 6th grade and taught you for at least a year. Some of you were stuck with me for all 3 years of middle school social studies. I am so blessed to have spent that much time with the majority of you. You're such a unique class. I love the personalities, the friendships, the school spirit. I don't know if we'll ever match the school spirit again. You guys were pretty untoppable. I wish you the best of luck. I'm so glad that I got to come back to Erlanger-Elsmere and see how much you guys had grown up since middle school. And I hope I get to keep seeing your growth in the future and hear about all the amazing things that you do one day. I love you all very much.
Congratulations. We are so proud of you. You are juggernauts. You are a strong, powerful, overwhelming force, and you are going to go out into the world from the hallowed halls of Lloyd Memorial High School and do good things. So good luck to you guys. Once a juggernaut, always a juggernaut.
Hello, class of 2020. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. You've done it. You are here. You're graduating, and that is awesome. Although it's a little different this year, you guys will be unique in being probably the only quarantine class we'll ever have. So go out there and be your unique selves and do amazing things, and know that we're always here for you when you need us. So congratulations. Now go celebrate responsibly.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops.